Hello, good afternoon, Mr. Vishal. Am I audible?
Hello, ma'am. Good afternoon. You
Good
are audible.
afternoon. Good afternoon. Am I visible and audible to you properly?
Yes, ma'am. I can see you and I can hear you properly.
Okay, great. So, how are you feeling today?
As usual, ma'am.
Okay, wonderful. And how has your day been so far? What have you done since morning?
It's going smoothly.
Okay,
I am,
wonderful.
I am working personally. Right now it's lunchtime.
Okay, okay, great. So, would you like to? I believe this is our first session together.
Right, ma'am. It's our first meeting.
Okay, would you like to introduce yourself briefly?
Yes, ma'am. Why not? My name is Vishal Duhan. I am from Haryana. I am 28 years old. I have done graduation and I work in railway department as a technician. Nowadays,
Oh,
I am learning this language.
oh my God, you're already into government sector, and even then you want to improve your communication skills. How amazing is that? Otherwise, a lot of government employees they take it for granted because they think that it's okay. There's no competition in the government sector, so let it be, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Right, ma'am.
great. So let me introduce myself. I'm Aisha. I'm from New Delhi. I'm one of the tutors here at English Yaari, and I have an experience of 7+ years in this field. I've trained hundreds of learners so far with their communication skills. Yeah, it brings me a lot of joy and contentment. Okay, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Are you into YouTubing as well? Like, are you a YouTuber? Because I've watched a few of
Okay.
videos. So correct me. I'm
Okay.
not sure, though. I'm not sure.
Ma'am, I have a small YouTube channel. I created my channel 3 months ago.
Oh, great. How amazing is that? Because I have seen one or two videos. I was just trying to recall that I have
Okay.
seen you somewhere. That's why I asked you that is this our first session, but I was unable to recall you. Where have I seen you? So now that it struck my mind that I have seen you on
Okay.
YouTube.
Ma'am, sometime I talked with big YouTuber. They have big channels like English with Santa ma'am and with
Mhm.
Rini Rose ma'am and Kavaljit ma'am and Minu ma'am. So I talked with
Okay,
they have
so
big
you
channels.
you do collaborations with them, right?
Right, ma'am. Right.
Oh, that's great. So, when did you decide that you want to have a YouTube channel?
Ma'am, in February I decided.
Mm-hmm.
I took
Oh,
this decision.
okay, that's amazing. And how has your English learning journey been so far?
Ma'am, it's going smoothly. Recently, I have joined this application. I have joined this application.
Oh, wonderful. And have you been attending sessions regularly? Are you consistent?
Ma'am, 3 days in a week, I take session here.
Yes, it's very important to maintain some level of consistency if you want to be fluent, okay? Because if you take long breaks in between, you may lose the progress that you have made, right? Okay,
Right, ma'am.
I've observed it that even the best of best speakers they practice every single day, right?
Right,
Okay,
ma'am.
so Mr. Vishal, we have an interesting topic to discuss today, that is fortune telling, right?
Right.
Telling. So do you have any idea what fortune telling means?
Okay. Ma'am, fortune means our destiny. That
Yes, fortune
what
is
in
destiny for sure. Yeah,
yes, ma'am.
correct. So now what does this mean, fortune telling? Do you have any idea about it?
Okay, there are some astrologer and we have many applications. So they tell our future that you will be become this thing, that thing.
Mm-hmm. True. Fortune telling is a practice of revealing future. You go to a certain person and he tells you, okay, how is your what will be your future, right? What is in store for you, okay? And it can be done in many ways. There can be astrology, as you already said, astrology, and then there can be tarot card reading. There can be numerology, palm reading. So it is done in many ways, right?
Right,
Okay.
ma'am.
Now, I would want to know, have you ever been to any fortune teller and how was your experience? Do you believe in fortune telling?
No, ma'am, I don't believe. To be honest, I don't believe in tellers.
Okay, okay. So, is there anyone in your close relation, family, or neighborhood who believes in such practices blindly?
Yes, ma'am. One of my close friend, he believe in this thing, fortune tellers. And some years ago, he got married. Right now, he has some two children. Both are
He
very
has.
young.
Right now, he has two children.
And some days ago, we met. That time, he told me that his daughters will become this thing, his son will be this thing through the help
Okay.
of astrology.
Okay, okay, yeah, there are a lot of people, even educated people, who believe in astrology. I'm not saying that it's completely false or something. So many people call it as pseudo science, right? Pseudo science. So yeah, I cannot say that it is completely false, or it doesn't have any any importance. It has, but to a certain extent, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, Mr. Vishal, I would want to know what are a few advantages and disadvantages of fortune telling. Let's discuss the advantages first.
Ma'am, they alert you. Like if you go to a astrologer, so he provide you guidance that you will become successful in government sector. So after
Mhm.
that you can start your preparation, and at least you have a vision that I will get this job, but through the help of hard work, I can achieve my goal. So they
Mhm.
provide you right direction, and if they provide some negative that your future will in darkness, so you can try to remove all type of bad things from your life.
Mhm. Mhm. But don't you think that sometimes you're very hopeful that a particular thing will happen, right? Then they tell you, okay, this is not going to happen. Then you kind of lose hope. You lose hope. Okay, I was very hopeful that I will be able to crack this exam this year. Now the astrologer is saying that no matter how hard you will try, you are not going to crack this exam. You must try your luck in business. So it can be disheartening as well, right?
Right, ma'am. But in my opinion, 20 or 30% luck matters, but 70% it's your hard work.
Very true. Very true. Yes, yes. If you will not work hard, you cannot expect, some magic to happen. Right?
Right, ma'am. And sometimes luck matters, like if you are sincerely prepared for any examination, but before examination, you may have some illness in your body. So it's the luck effect.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that is true. That is true. It is said that God helps those who help themselves. Right? Have you ever
Right,
heard
ma'am.
this saying? And what does it
Yes,
mean?
ma'am. Okay, ma'am. I heard this quotation in my
I have
childhood,
heard. I
and
have heard this. Yes.
okay, if you are hardworking, so God will provide you support. Like if your one examination is cancelled, so same times you will find some another notification. So you find many ways.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that is true. Even God will not be able to help you if you will not work hard, right?
Right,
If you
right,
will
right,
be lazy, you will be lethargic, you will not do your things on time, do not expect any miracle to happen, right? No
yes,
magic or no miracle cannot happen unless and until you work, right? So you will have to
right,
move,
right,
you will
right.
have to move your hands, your feet to get the job done. Then only you can be hopeful that things may fall into place with time. Okay, now I would want to ask you, do you believe in destiny?
Yes, ma'am, I believe, but not in blindly. Same
Mm-hmm.
like luck factor, 30% destiny rolls and 70% your hard work role.
Mm-hmm. Do you believe that whatever happens in our in our life, it is already written in the stars?
No, ma'am, no. I completely deny from this practice.
Okay, you do not agree with it, right?
Yes, ma'am, I don't agree.
especially when it comes to getting married to someone. People do say that, okay, marriages are, it is, they are decided in heaven and they are celebrated here on earth. Right? So do you believe in any such things?
No, ma'am. No.
Do you also believe that marriages are decided in heaven and celebrated on earth?
No, ma'am. We see all types of example in society. So
Mm-hmm.
it will never happen if God create this thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. If you will ask me the same question, I will answer it this way: that yeah, I do think that some things are already decided by God, but there are a lot of things that you can do by yourself, right? I believe that our
Right.
our life is just like a book, a notebook. It's like a notebook. Okay, some of the pages are written by God, and some of the pages are blank. We can write on those pages the way we want, whatever we want, right? So that is what I believe in. Yes, some pages of our notebook are empty. Okay, we can write whatever we want with our hard work, smart work, right?
Yes, ma'am. Very true.
Okay, so I just give you an example. What is my perception about it? Okay.
Yes, ma'am. It's practical example.
Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so a lot of times when people go to these fortune tellers, they do advise you some remedies. They tell you to do certain things, okay, so that things become better for you. So, what are a few remedies that they suggest?
Sometimes they suggest you should have on fasting. You can
Okay,
start
observe
fasting.
fasting. They ask you to observe fasting.
Yes, ma'am. And next thing, they will say you that donate grain, donate this thing, donate that thing,
Yes, yes, true.
and provide food to the nine girls and this type of medicine cure they provide.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they will ask you to do some, religious activities, right? Depending on your
Right,
faith
ma'am.
and religion that you have been following. Yes. And they might ask you to, they might suggest you to wear a thread, maybe a thread, a pious or I would say sacred threads are given, okay, that we
Right, ma'am.
wear around
Right,
our
ma'am.
waist, right? They
Mm.
might ask you to wear some stones or gems.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's also
What
happen.
else? What
Yes, ma'am.
else? Come on. There are so many things that they suggest.
And ma'am, some people blindly follow them. They take interest in black magic.
Yes, black magic. Yes, yes. How can we forget it? How can we forget it? Yeah, I was about to ask you, do you believe in black magic? Do you think it is for real?
Yes, ma'am, it's work.
It works?
Yes, ma'am, it works. We
Oh.
see some example in society and
Mm-hmm.
sometime in movies.
Mm-hmm. Have you watched some movies wherein they try to show how black magic works and all?
Yes, ma'am, I watch some South Indian movies.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I recently watched a movie Shaitan.
Yes,
Yeah.
I saw that movie's review.
Oh, yes. Okay, you are saying that you have read the reviews of that movie. It was available on Netflix or Amazon Prime. I'm not so sure about it. In that movie, it was shown that how black magic works, right?
Right, ma'am, right, ma'am, right. I
It
know
was quite.
the summary of this movie and
Mm-hmm.
villain, the role of villain played by R. Madhavan.
Yes, 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 yes. It was shown there how it works and all, but yeah, I don't believe in it. To some extent, I believe. I would say I'm very partial. So, I would say, but not completely. But there are people who have seen it or observed it in their real life, right? And there are people who do it, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Hmm.
We have met some friends. They also experience these type of things, but we are denying because till now we never faced this type of experience. So totally we are denying that this
Yeah,
type
but
of things
I would
don't
say that
exist.
our forefathers, our parents, they do believe in such things. But we, being educated, we try to be more logical and more realistic. right? So that is why we keep on denying these things. But I don't know to what extent it is true, right?
But ma'am,
Okay.
here is okay, unlimited powers on this universe. And
Mhm.
otherwise, like in every medical, you found some God's picture. In everywhere,
Mhm.
people
Mhm.
worship God.
Yes, there are positive energies and then there are negative energies, right? So yeah, there
Right,
can be
ma'am.
some negative energies, we can say, right? Okay.
Right, ma'am.
Mr. Vishal, I would like to ask you, do you believe in superstitions? Do you know what superstitions are?
Okay, it's part of black magic.
No, it's not black magic. It is superstitions are old beliefs that people have, right? For example, if a black cat crosses your road, you must not proceed for your journey. You must wait for 2 minutes and then you must go ahead, right? Or proceed. Or you must not do this thing on certain days. You must do a few things on these days. So, is that these are superstitions, right?
Okay.
So, do
Yes,
you
ma'am.
believe
Right.
in such things? That's what I'm trying to ask you.
Okay. Our nurturation was happened in this society, and our whole life, our grandfather, grandmother, mother, father, they told us that this thing is right. So these type of things impact our mind.
Mm-hmm.
It's part
Mm-hmm.
of our personality. If I say that I don't believe in this type of thing, so it's totally wrong. But
Mm-hmm.
to be honest, this type of things affect us. Sometimes in direct way, sometimes in indirect way. Like if you are going alone, that time say you believe in this thing. But if you are with your friends, so that time you think who cares?
Mm-hmm. A lot of people say that these things have some scientific importance. For example, people used to say at that time, maybe 100 years ago, okay, do not, if you are in a car and if you see a black cat coming, do not cross the road unless and until it moves. There can be a notion that, a cat can be chased by some big animal, right? Maybe a lion or some other dangerous animal. So that's why it's better to wait. Maybe the cat is moving and there can be a big animal chasing the cat. So that's why it's better to wait and then proceed. The things were like that, but we have taken it all together in a different way. We see black cat as a bad omen, right? We do not
Right,
see black cat is she's also like any other animal. Okay, doesn't matter what color, what is the color of the cat. Okay, black color doesn't make that cat bad. That is what I am trying to say, right? So we need to be a little
right.
logical when it comes to believing in such things. These are myths. What do you think, are these myths? Is there any such myth or old belief that you believe in?
Then here are many things like if you go outside, so you don't eat sugar or sugar-based
Yeah.
product.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, for example, if you're going to take any exam or you're going for a job interview, your mom or your grandma may tell you, okay, take a spoon of curd with some
Curd.
sugar and then proceed, right? Then go
Right,
for
ma'am,
go
right.
for your exam and all. So what is the scientific reason behind it? It's just to keep you hydrated. Okay, if you will have that curd and sugar, a few spoons of it, it will keep you hydrated for the entire day. That can be one of the reasons for having that curd with sugar, right? What do you think?
Right, ma'am. But I never think about these type of things.
There are
Uh,
some scientific reasons behind it, but we never try to understand it.
right, ma'am. I never try to understand these type of things. We
Mm-hmm.
follow our parents because our parents follow.
Yeah, we follow these things blindly without knowing what can be the scientific reasons behind it, right? Yeah.
Right, ma'am.
Whenever there is an eclipse, maybe a solar eclipse or a lunar eclipse, people do say, do not look at it, right?
Right, ma'am. Right.
Yeah. Have you ever heard such thing?
Yes, I hear. And with that, in my hometown, these type of things are common. That if a lady is pregnant, so he are not able to eat anything in this time, and
Mm-hmm.
he don't come out from his room. She
Mm-hmm.
doesn't.
Yes, there can be some practical reasons or some scientific reasons. Maybe when you look at the sun, it may affect your eyesight. But we say that, oh, it's going to bring a lot of bad luck. Don't. It's not going to bring a bad luck. It's not going to bring bad luck. It's just going to affect your eyes. That's all.
And
Right?
ma'am, here are we celebrate some days that we bought silver and gold on these days before
Mm-hmm.
Diwali.
Yes, yeah, yeah. You can give me many more examples if you have.
Okay, and here are some things like you can't sold any property on Saturday. These
You
type of
cannot
things people
sell.
don't like.
You cannot sell any property on these days. Okay? Yeah. What else?
And here are some items you can't buy on this thing this day or that day. And especially in like you don't go to barber shop on Tuesday. And here are some days you can't wash your clothes on that day.
Yes, yes, yes. These things have come from our forefathers, our parents, grandparents, but I don't think the present generation is believing. They believe in all such things. They try to be logical, right? They will try to ask you, okay, why is it like that? They will question, they will reason, right? Why are we doing it? Right? What is its importance? Why should we do these things in a this way and few things this way? What is the reason? They will question, right?
Right, ma'am. Right,
Great.
right.
Okay, Mr. Vishal, since the session is about to end, I have a few questions. What else are you doing apart from being active on English Yaari and speaking and all? What else are you doing to support your English learning journey?
Ma'am, sometimes I watch videos on YouTube. Sometimes it's news, sometimes English speeches, sometimes some grammatical videos. So I watch YouTube videos. Not regular, but occasionally, like in traveling or in my free time, I watch videos. And sometimes if I have time, so I use ChatGPT. I put
Mm-hmm.
some question there and try to.
Yes, that can be of great help. Chat GTP. If you're confused about a particular word, ask it what is the meaning? How can I use it in
Right, ma'am.
sentences? Because a lot of
Right,
times
ma'am.
people know a number of words, but they don't know how to use that word in a sentence. How, in what context should we use that word? That is again a challenge for them, right?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
you nowadays we have technology and everything. You must try to learn words and then find their usage on the internet, and whenever you are in the session you can discuss it with the experts. Okay, ma'am, I have learned a new word, I want to use it, please correct me if I go wrong, right? Okay,
Right,
so
ma'am.
you have a chance, you can discuss it with the experts, you can learn new vocabulary. That is what. Okay, so Mr. Vishal, I try to discuss one or two idioms in every session with my learners, right? So today I have an easy idiom for you that you can use in your day-to-day conversations. So the idiom is around the clock.
Okay.
Around the clock. Around the clock. What is this? What can you guess the meaning of this idiom?
Okay. Maybe it's 24 hours.
Hmm, true. If you do something day and night tirelessly, that means you are doing it around the clock. Okay? Okay.
Okay.
I'm preparing for this competitive exam around the clock, right? Or
Right, ma'am.
I have been preparing for this exam around the clock, day and night, tirelessly. Okay. Can you use it in any of your sentences now? Try to make a sentence with this idiom, please.
Okay. I think about English language around the clock.
Oh, wonderful. Great. That is amazing. Give me a moment, please. There is some noise.
Okay.
Yes. Fine. Yes, I have been trying to learn this language around the clock. That is great. I have been working on this project around the clock. Okay. That is how you can use it around the clock. Okay. And
Okay.
feedback, you were able to speak, right? But there is some MTI. mother tongue influence, right? That is something that you will have to work on. We don't need to speak like English speakers, we don't have to speak like native speakers, Americans, Britishers. No, we don't have to speak like them, but we can have a neutral standard accent that is worldwidely acceptable, right? We can have our own Indian accent. There is nothing wrong with that, right? So how to get rid of MTI, mother tongue influence? Okay, so watch videos the way you have been, watching. Watch videos from some good speakers who you think have good pronunciation, accent, and try to listen to them and try to copy their style. It's okay, there's nothing. This is something which we call this technique as shadowing. We try to imitate them, we try to copy their style. Okay, and slowly and gradually, when you do it every day, it becomes a part and parcel of your life, of your daily style. Okay, so there is a term called shadowing. You can do this in order to get rid of your mother tongue influence, right? Yeah, apart from that, there were a few grammatical errors. For example, he have, no, he has, right? with he
Right,
sh-
ma'am.
with he, she, it, we make use of has. And with I, you, we, they, we make use of have, right? And yeah, these were a
Right,
few
ma'am.
grammatical errors. Yeah, work on your MTI. Second thing, be mindful about these minor grammatical errors. And third thing is vocabulary. Vocabulary is the backbone of language, of speaking, right? So try to learn new words every day, new idioms, phrases, like we learned one just now, around the clock, right?
Right,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay, so that was all from my end. Thank you so much for attending the session and being on time. Okay, thank you. Have a great day, Mr. Vishal.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Okay.